Movie 101 Review. Movie 101 Review is created to empower movies itself. And, of course, my legendary co host, Mr. Bob LeMent.
Oh, legendary. Get out of town. I don't know if I can live up to that. Legendary sounds, that sounds really tough.
Awesome. Yes, what would be your
I'm
legacy
not
to
as
the world?
legendary as you are, but.
Mr. Bob, what would be your legendary, or what would be, let's say, your work that you will proud to the world?
That I'm most proud of, or just
Yes, or
proud in
they're
general?
just proud in general. That you will be that will be that your legacy to the world, I should say.
That's a good question. I'll have to think about that. I mean, I've done so much, Daniel. I can't list it all here.
Yes.
No, I don't know. That's a good question. I suppose just doing, these shows over the years. I mean, I've done a bunch of shows, and doing this show now is just great fun. And that's
Yes.
kind of it would be my legacy, right? I mean,
Yes.
I have, a biological legacy with my children, but this would be my, uh, you know, digital legacy. How's that?
Yes. I think your static radio is your legacy. For sure.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So
What's that? Say it
tell
again.
us tell us what is the static radio anyway.
Oh, static radio. Yeah. So I've done static radio now for 26 years.
See?
And it's a weekly show, weekly comedy show that I co host with my friend, Miles Title. And each week we tell, hopefully, you'll find them this way. I always preface this because sometimes people don't find them so funny, but it's a funny or amusing story each week. We each tell one typically. And yeah, we've been doing it for a long time.
See. That's your legacy, mister. And
Yeah,
we
that's probably it.
congratulate
Yeah.
you for doing that, for sharing your knowledge and
Oh, thank
wisdom
you.
to the world. And plus our comedy 101. We want to apologize people
Oh
that
yeah,
it's been a
comedy.
long
Yeah,
time.
we haven't had that in a little while. I gotta
Yes.
get working on some comedy 101 stuff now.
Yes. Watch out for that, people. Sooner or later, Mr. Bob and I, we will do resume our
Yeah, we
comedy
had a summer
101.
slowdown
Yes.
because of construction. We haven't been able to get to the comedy 101 because the roads are all clogged up with construction workers.
True. True, people. But tune in, people. One of these days,
Yeah,
Mr.
soon. Yeah,
Bob will train me to be a comedian.
yeah. We're working on that slowly. It's still working. Yeah.
Slowly but surely,
Work in
right?
progress. Yeah,
Yes.
you're doing fine. You do good on your own. You don't
I
need
don't
me.
think so. I'm so horrible doing comedian, but I believe in you, Mister Bob,
Oh,
that you
well,
will transform me to be a comedian like
there you
you.
go. I think already it's starting to rub off. I think it's working.
Yes, definitely. And today, what will be our topic for today, Mister Bob? A feature
So,
movie for today.
if you're watching the video version, you can see Heads of State with John Cena, Idris Elba, and one of the Jonas Brothers' wives. So I shouldn't say it
Yes,
that way. She's her own
Chopra. I
person.
think Chopra.
Yeah,
Mm,
Jonas Chopra. Yeah,
yes.
exactly. Priyanka Chopra Jonas, to be
Oh,
exact. That's a lot. That's a long name. That's a
yes.
long name for me. Now, another person who's in this is Jack Quaid. He has a small role. He's been in a lot of things here lately, but it's an Amazon Prime movie. I don't think it may. Sometimes they do these where Amazon Prime will actually have them at the movie theater as well as on their streaming service, and I think that was the case with this one when it first came out, and it spent a few weeks at the theater and on Amazon Prime, but now you can watch it on Amazon Prime anytime you'd like to. And
Yes.
it is it's I would say it's a humorous movie. It's very humorous. It's an action movie. It's a buddy comedy kind of movie. It's got lots of twists and turns and action in it, which John Cena, that's kind of his thing, right? Idris Elba, not
Yes.
so much. I mean, Idris Elba, if you've ever seen, I think it's called A Thousand Years of Longing, he plays a genie. He does great in that. Another movie from Idris Elba that you might want to see that's nothing like Heads of State. Heads of State's kind of like, um, an updated buddy comedy action movie in the vein of the 80s action comedies with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone and the like, Bruce Willis. And it really is it's certainly not a super highbrow movie, I would say. But it is it's very interesting and insightful in its own way. So John Cena plays the president, and Idris Elba plays the prime minister for United Kingdom, and they have to come together, as they would in real life, right? These two folks would be interacting regularly, and in the midst of all this, chaos ensues, and then they find themselves, kind of running for their lives, even though they are leaders of heads of state, all right, leaders of the world. And the action doesn't stop. I'll tell you right now, if you want a good
I like
funny action
spoilers,
movie,
Mr.
this is
Bob.
it. Yeah, this
I
is a
like
good one.
spoilers.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to think of this. The spoiler. One of the spoilers is that they make fun of John Cena mercilessly as being a dumb president,
Wow.
which sometimes is funny and sometimes is a little bit cringy, because there comes a point, right? Because he's a very likable character. I don't know how John Cena is in real life. Apparently, if you look at the social media and so forth, he's quite a nice person who does a lot of nice things,
Things.
especially for kids, right? He's very
Yes.
much there for kids who are sick and so forth. And they kind of, he plays kind of a pompous, arrogant, know-it-all kind of guy, in a way, and they kind of poke fun at him for that. And then Idris Elba, I mean, Idris Elba's not, he's a great actor, not been in a lot of these kind of movies, really. If you think about it, he's much more of a serious, more of a serious actor, right? And so this is really quite a fun movie for him to be in, because he gets to, show the comedic side of his acting rather than just being, a serious actor the whole time. So that's worked out. This worked out really well, and the two of them get along great. And Priyanka is in the mix there with them as well at certain points, and so forth. But her character really is these two guys, right? The idea that how would you handle it if the president and the prime minister, got into a situation where then they had to, fight their way out. And it takes that premise and runs with it, quite a ways. I mean, it really does a good job. And then obviously John Cena being a big muscular guy, and Idris Elba is constantly making fun of him, because he's like, well, it works in the gym, but whenever you get in the real world, those muscles and everything aren't worth much, right? So because he doesn't have all the skills that Idris Elba has, and so, um, but it's not. You're not going to end the movie and go, I learned something. You're going to end the movie and you're going to say, hey, that was really fun, and I
True.
think that's the point of it.
Yes.
Now, the probably the standout performance in the movie is Jack Quaid. So at one point in time, the two characters have to go. They're in another country. They need to find a safe place to be, and they go to a CIA safe house that is run by Jack Quaid, who's kind of languishing in his job there, because all he's doing is waiting around for somebody who needs to use the safe house, and the president and prime minister being chased, and to be honest with you, I've already forgotten. There was some reason for all this because of some uh, uh, technology or something, and I can't even remember what it is now. To be honest with you, it was so it was so glazed over that it didn't really matter that much what it was. That's the MacGuffin, right? That's the thing that sets the whole ball rolling. In this is some technology that's being exploited and hurting people, and John Cena's character was for it, and then he learns that it's not good for people, and now he's against it, and then so forth. But anyway, they get to the safe house with Jack Quaid, and he's this really crazy agent who basically has been preparing and waiting for the day that he gets put into action, right? And he
Yes.
is so over the top yet so funny, and the comedy action sequences during his part are just insane. What happens? I mean, it's a spectacle to watch just for the that part of the movie, because he plays it so well. I mean, he's so into it and plays it up, and he's probably one of the, as far as the rest of the characters in the movie, the only person that really upstages the stars, which is John Cena and Idris Elba. And you should watch it just for his scenes alone because they're so wild and funny.
Mm.
And they get chased, all around the world, and have to, rely on the kindness of strangers at various points, and then there's a big showdown at the end and so forth. It's pretty typical action fare, and you're looking at the Rotten Tomatoes there, 69%.
Do
I'd
you
probably
agree?
say, yeah, I would agree with that. I mean, it's not the best movie, but it's not worse. Now, I wouldn't say, if you look at IMDb, they got 6.4 out of 10. I wouldn't say that. I would say it's definitely at least a 7 or more.
7 or 8.
I think it's a little low on the IMDb ratings. I mean, it really is a fun movie. If this were a decade ago, you'd say this is a popcorn flick, and it would be released in the summer like it was, and you'd go to the movies just to forget your problems, and you'd have a lot of fun while you're watching this all unfold in front of you, and the spectacle of it all. I mean, the action is just, you know top notch, very inventive. They get pulled out of a they almost get sucked out of a plane. They, all these kind of, crazy circumstances happen to them, and it's really quite exhilarating. And so, yeah, it would be a popcorn flick. But in the age of streaming now, right? I guess it's what would you call it? If it's at home, I guess it's still a popcorn flick, but it could be whatever. It could be a pizza roll flick. It could be whatever you have at your house.
Definitely.
We have to come up with a new term, Daniel, for
Yes.
this thing,
Oh,
because you're not limited to just nachos and popcorn and so forth at the movie theater. You have
unlimited.
a whole kitchen full of things.
Yes. Any variety.
Any
So,
variety. Yeah, you can have whatever. You could be making having sushi, or making stir fry, anything. Could
anything
be
under the
anything in there.
sun. Say anything under the sun.
Yeah. But we need to come up with a new word that denotes popcorn flick, but at home on the streaming service. I wonder what that could be. We'll have to come up with a
Mixed nuts.
word or
Um,
two.
So, Mr. Bob, do you think Mr. Cena is good for being a comedian?
Oh yeah, he's great.
Yeah,
I think that he's proven over, if you've seen Peacemaker and some of the other stuff he's been in, Trainwreck and so forth. He is hilarious.
totally.
And he's very good at making fun of himself, right? He's obviously a big brawny, uh, you know, somewhat dim-witted, right? Persona, and he plays that up really well. And he takes it and runs with it. I mean, he does a really good job. Uh, it really is. his forte. I mean, he does such a great job with it, and he really. I mean, if you think about the three main actors, he really kind of carries things through. So you want to see what happens to him because he's the one that's has the funnier reactions to things and so forth. So definitely,
Definitely good for being a comedian. Please do come
yeah,
over.
no, definitely, yeah,
Comedy
and I think he'll do
101.
more of that. I mean, that. I think it was fairly successful for Amazon. They don't really have the how much it made or whatever because it
How
wasn't
much?
necessarily released. Let's see what it says.
How much they earn? Is it
It doesn't
box
say on here,
office?
does it? I don't see it. Do you see it on IMDb? I don't see anything on there as far as
Yeah,
um
me too. I can see it.
yeah, but they were I mean they were all over the place. They were in France, they were all over the place. Hour and 56 minutes. But I don't see anything on the box office, but I know that it did, well on Prime. I wonder if I can look that up. If they actually
On
do you think they
Prime.
had that have that so I'm
Okay,
looking for the streaming numbers on 75 plus million global viewers
not bad.
for this because that's really the that's rather than dollars that's really the metric for streaming is how many people are watching, right?
Yes.
And I just did a quick search with AI here, and it said that 75 plus million global viewers as of August 4th, and then it's the fourth most watched
On
Amazon
Prime.
MGM film, and top of the charts for Nielsen's movie chart. I didn't even know Nielsen had a movie chart. Did you? Do you?
I thought TV only.
Yeah, I thought
Yes,
TV only. Well, I know they did radio a long time ago, but I didn't know they did this. So
they
I
expand.
guess they have to change with the times, right? So
Yes,
a
they need to
billion minutes
expand.
streamed. It says
A billion.
a billion
Congratulations.
minutes streamed. Yeah,
Wow,
it says
congratulations.
surpassed the combined total of Minecraft movie and Sinners for streaming.
Oh,
Which
okay.
those are two good. We could talk about Sinners sometime. Have you seen Sinners yet? That's a good
No,
one.
not yet. How about
Well, we'll save that. Maybe
Superman?
we'll do that one next time.
Sinners first, yes. And then Superman. Have you watched it?
I haven't
Superman?
watched Superman. I've talked to people, and I almost went this weekend, but I have not seen it just yet. So I'm a little behind.
Yes, me too. How about Jurassic Park? Have you?
I haven't seen that one either. Gosh, I'm way behind.
Oh,
I've been too
me
busy
too.
this summer doing
We are too busy.
manual labor. Apparently, that seems to be
Wow,
my
Mr.
forte
Bob.
here lately.
Yes. Mr. Bob, please do watch those amazing movies. And let's talk about it. I like spoilers. So give
They all live.
us,
How's
yes,
that? Nobody
yes,
dies.
and nobody dies.
Well, nobody in the poster in front of you dies. That's on the
Yeah.
poster.
Okay. Awesome. Thank God. That's the good thing. Nobody
But
dies.
somebody perhaps dies.
Is it?
Hmm. So, but yeah, the it's a little vague, but yeah. But Heads of State, I thought was a lot of fun. I mean, that was we got to come up with this name. So, popcorn flick. What would you call it?
Uh,
Uh,
think about it.
it's a
Well,
recliner picture. How's that? A recliner picture.
good.
That's a good
Recliner
one,
picture.
right? So you sit at
Yes.
home in your recliner and you watch it, right?
Yes.
But recliner picture sounds better than recliner movie.
Recliner
Um,
pictures.
it's a
Okay.
couch. What do you say? It's a couch pleaser. I don't know. Maybe.
Couch pleaser. Oh, that's a good one. Couch pleaser.
So yeah, we're gonna replace popcorn flick with either recliner picture
Pleaser.
or a
Huh?
couch pleaser.
Couch pleaser.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think
wow.
couch pleaser has a little bit of a thing going on there. I don't know.
Cozy. More cozy.
Yeah, yeah. Sound well. All of it sounds a little bit vague, but so is popcorn flick, I guess. But
Yes.
yeah, couch pleaser. So this is a couch pleaser.
Yes,
You should, if you
definitely
have
couch
Amazon
pleaser.
Prime, you should watch it.
Please do watch it. But Mr. Bob, if you compare Head of State to other movie that they
Mhm.
have the same genre,
Um,
like Olympus, I think if you can compare Olympus, is
mm,
that the same thing or
yeah,
the
it's
same
probably.
genre?
I mean, it's an action comedy, so it's probably close. You know, it's not high end like people would say Die Hard, which is kind of a classic action comedy, is
Mm-hmm.
kind of the pinnacle of these kind of things. It's not Die Hard. You're not going to watch it every year at Christmas time like you do Die Hard. A lot of people do Die Hard, but you can watch it once and enjoy it, and then that's all you really need to do. You don't have to watch it 10 times. It doesn't have to be like, uh, I'm trying to think of another good action comedy that has come out. Like, it doesn't have to be a Lethal Weapon, which is an old one from the 80s.
Oh
Um,
yes, I love that
uh,
movie.
but it's not like that. But it's good for at least one viewing, and you can move on with your life and do something constructive, perhaps,
Mm.
or you could watch it again if you're really lazy, I guess. But
Watching again and again.
yeah, I don't know, I don't know if anybody's going to be, dressing up as these people at a Comic Con, but
So are you
it'll
that
be interesting to see.
Mr. Bob? Are you the type of guy that if you like the movie, you want to watch it again and again and again?
I typically no.
Me
So I
too.
would say no. I'm pretty usually pretty good with watching it once and being done with it, but there are exceptions, and it typically it has to do with my mood, and if I've got time, and like if I see John Wick on,
Mm-hmm.
like if I
Oh,
just
love.
happen to see, then I'll watch it for a while. If I see Die Hard on, I'll watch it for a while. If I see there's a movie called Catch Me If You Can. I'm not sure if you've ever seen that one with
Leonardo.
Leonardo DiCaprio and Tom
Yes,
Hanks. I'll watch that. But
many times.
yeah, but as far as Fifth Element, but as far as like uh, any movie, no, it just happens to be these really particular movies that I'll end up watching, but I don't necessarily go out of my way and say, "Oh, I need to watch that again." If it happens to present itself, I'll be like, "Oh, I'll watch that for a while."
Hmm.
And then sometimes I just watch it to the end.
For me, Mr. Bob, if a TV series, yes, I want to watch it, watch it again and again.
Really?
Like yes, Game of Thrones. I love, I love watch it again and again and again.
Really? I would never even think about that. Back to
Hmm.
the Future is another one I watch again.
Yeah, awesome.
But no, Game of Thrones, I mean, I watched it all. I saw it when it was playing, but yeah, I probably wouldn't go back and watch it again, honestly. I'd be like,
Yes, and the Wheel of Time, which is well, they
Wheel
canceled
of Time,
already.
yeah.
Yeah, something worthwhile to watch again and again.
Yeah. No, that's an interesting thing. No, I don't have very many things that I watch again, I guess. But just a few. And I
Hmm.
certainly wouldn't tell you to watch Heads of State again. I would say I would say once is enough.
It's enough.
It was fun going through it once, going through it two and three times. You may want to consider professional therapy or something.
I saw the thriller. It's just like MI2 or something else, like Tom Cruise. Is it?
Yeah, right. Yeah, Mission Impossible. Yeah, the first Mission Impossible I think is rewatchable, but I don't know about the rest of them. I mean, they're okay.
They're
They're not.
okay. How about the
Jurassic
last
Park
one?
is rewatchable.
Yeah. How about the last
Mission
one? They said the
Impossible.
expensive one. They said the most expensive one.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it. Dead Reckoning, was that it?
Dead Reckoning, yes.
I'm pretty sure that was what it was. And I mean, they're very entertaining, but after you watch them, it's kind of like,
No.
you've seen Tom Cruise is, doing some crazy stunt or, what have you. You've seen it, and it's time to move on to the next thing.
Yes.
If I
But
That's my thought. The
weird
first
thing.
Mission Impossible I did enjoy, and I have rewatched it before.
Yes.
But I think that's because I really liked Ving Rhames is in it, and I thought he did a really good job with his character. And there's a lot of people in that first one, Jean Reno and and so forth. And so, yeah, I think it was really a nice ensemble piece. And unfortunately, I think through the iterations, it's more of a Tom Cruise movie rather than an ensemble. I mean, Tom Cruise is the main character, but the other people all got highlighted where now that happens less and less. So
Yes. And
that was my critique on Tom Cruise. Sorry,
I
Tom
agree.
Cruise.
How about
I'm not gonna get my cake on my birthday this year from Tom Cruise like I always do.
how about for the movie of Matt Damon? What's the
Oh,
title
Born
of it?
Identity.
Yes.
Yes. The
Is
first
it
one's very good, yeah.
what the second and the third?
They're okay. I mean, it's kind of the same thing over and over. Oh, it's Jason Bourne. We're gonna catch you. No, you're not. I'm out of here.
The same genre.
That's right.
Yeah.
He's like,
True.
wait, is there a
Chasing.
microwave and a can of Pam that I can put in a microwave and blow it up?
Mm, yes.
He's a little bit. It gets a little bit predictable. And they even had a Bourne movie without Jason Bourne in it. What was that called? Bourne Legacy or something?
Born Legacy,
That
yes.
had Jeremy Renner. There wasn't even the Matt Damon. No Jason Bourne.
Yes.
They're fun action movies,
Predicting.
but yeah, that would be Jason.
Predictable.
Born Identity would be one of those ones that is a contemporary action movie that people really, really, really like. And now it's not that contemporary. I think when was it made? Like in the 2000s? I can't remember now.
True. I
Now
think
I
you
gotta
have
look it up,
2000, yes.
Daniel. You're making me look things up.
Look it up, Mr. Bob.
I
While
gotta look
I'm
it up
looking
and
for
see what year it
something.
was.
What year it was?
Uh,
2000. I think 1990.
I'm looking here.
90,
2002.
2000. Oh,
That movie
wow.
is 23 years
Years
old.
old. And it's
Not
still
contemporary
echoing.
at all.
Yes. Still echoing. And we
Time
still
moved on
remember.
without us. We weren't even paying attention, Daniel. We're already old.
We're getting old and old and old.
Oh.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. So, but I mean, yeah, Heads of State will be, it'll be remembered for an action movie at this time. One of, many in John Cena's filmography. And it's not bad.
Not bad.
That's what I would say. It's not bad.
It's not bad, people. Highly
Yeah.
recommended by Mr. Bob. And before we wrap up our discussion for today, Mr. Bob, well, people, please do listen to my other podcasts. Well, what are my podcasts? I want to
Book
share my
101.
Book 101, please.
The most
Uh,
amazing book show and podcastum.
yes, on Podmatch. Please do support Book
Yeah, on Podmatch.
101 review. And Mr. Bob, please do promote your static radio.
Sure, yeah, you can. You're always welcome to go by and listen to me tell a funny story about what's happened to me at staticradio.com. Or, just look up Static Radio, you'll find it.
Yes. Please support us, people. Of course, our movie 101 review and our comedy 101. Please tune in. We will do it sooner or later. Oh. Mr. Bob will teach me how to be a comedian. How is that?
Mm,
We will continue doing
we
that,
will
people.
continue, yes.
Yes. So, to wrap up our discussion about heads of a state, Mr. Bob, please do recommend.
So, yeah, John Cena, Idris Elba, Priyanka Chopra Jonas, and Jack Quaid in a fun action comedy. Heads of State, only on Amazon Prime. You can watch
Only
it
on
tonight.
Yes, tonight, people, please do. Heads of State. So, Mr. Bob, thank you so much for your time.
Thanks, Daniel. See you all next time.
More to come, people. See you soon.